Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am glad to be here, and I am grateful to be here. Can you believe how much we've accomplished in just 10 months? Here we are starting the 1st of November. Think back. I want you to go back to your journal, look at your list of everything that you've done, and celebrate. Celebrate how much you've really accomplished in this year, 2014. Well, now we're rushing into what I would call the tradition months. Months full of traditions around Thanksgiving, some of our other religious holidays, and Christmas, and New Year's. And so traditions are so powerful. We don't really realize the power that traditions have. Families will come back. They'll come back to this haven where we have traditions and where we have rituals. Roots grow deep in families that have traditions. Roots grow deep multi-generationally when these traditions carry on from one generation to the next. And so I'm looking forward to our traditions. They are so exciting to me, and every year they seem to get better, and they seem to have more glue to them, and we start looking forward to them. And we have one called Thanksmas, which I think I've explained to you before, but I'll explain it in a future Good Morning, Meaningful Monday. But let me share two traditions that I just learned about this last week. They're new traditions, and these are traditions that came from our thriving partners, the Rivers, our Thrivers. And the first one I want to share with you is from Brent and Paola Owens, and they have a company called All Valley Management. And this is something that they thought for themselves and their family, and they shared it with family, and then they said, well, why not extend this out to our entire company? Why not spread it out to where we can all benefit from it? So what they're doing is they're celebrating the 27 days that lead up to Thanksgiving, since there's 27 days between now, since it's on the 27th of the month. And so they've assigned a theme to each of the days, and they've challenged those that are participating, their team members in their company and also their family, to go to a Facebook page that they've created and actually take a picture that they've taken, not one that they pulled off the internet, but they've taken themselves around the theme of that day, and to write a little note on why they're grateful for that picture. And at the end of the time, they've got prizes for those that participate, and so it'll be a fun contest, but it's establishing again a tradition within that company. Roots grow deep. Some of the themes as simple as food. What food are you grateful for? Things such as music. What music are you grateful for? Friendship, innovations, changes, memories, knowledge, beauty, adventure, color, art, love, health, family. And to take these pictures and to share them. This will be an exciting time for them, and I'm looking forward to hearing how that goes. Let me share another experience that I think will develop into a tradition, and this is coming from Kyle Brownlee and his brother Aaron. Weimer Brownlee is the name of their company in Oklahoma, and they've done something that they actually videotaped this experience, and it's gone viral, and I've heard that it has over like 35 or 40,000 hits in just a week. A week ago, this last Friday, they had their their business retreat, or working on the business workshop for a day, and they had 70 some odd employees all together, and they had the pizza delivery guy show up. And when he got there, he's carrying these two of these insulated bags with pizza, and they took him from him and said, "Come on up to the front of the room." And they brought him up to the front of the stage. They had a little platform, brought him up on the platform, and Aaron was conducting. Kyle was conducting. And so Kyle invited him up, and he said, I'll bet you never get the appreciation you deserve for the work that you do. And we were thinking about how blessed we are that we can be here in this room working, and that somebody takes the time and the effort to care enough about us to bring us hot pizza for us to be able to eat. And yes, we pay for that, but nonetheless, what a sacrifice and how much we appreciate you. And we want you to know it. So every one of the 70 people in this room have written you a thank you note. And he had a basket with the thank you notes, and he had him take them out and read a few of them out loud. And you could tell he was, a little bit shy, but he was shocked by it. Now, a little backstory. Turns out that this young man has a 13-year-old son. He's a single dad. He works a couple of jobs. He's a hard worker. His company said he's one of the hardest workers they've ever had, and nobody can be more deserving than him to receive that much gratitude. But it wasn't just the words. They put their money where their mouth was. They suggested to the employees, I don't know who came up with the idea, but somebody says, why don't we each contribute to the tip? And one of them said, yeah, I used to deliver pizza and nobody ever said thank you that much. We never really, it was hard to get tips. That we worked hard, and they do hard work for us so that we can enjoy this. So he actually went to the ATM. Several people went to the ATM to take out larger amounts of money so that they could contribute for this. And so in addition to that, this young man this young man with a 13-year-old son working 2 jobs also received $1,201 tip. And they videotaped it, and his face, you could tell he was overcome with emotion. And they asked him what he was going to do with it, and he said, well, I'm going to save this for Christmas for my son. And how cool is that? Now think about that. In one moment, you've taken this company and you've just gone whoosh, and created a tradition with them. They were tweeting out to their friends what a great company we work for. You see, because when you have a cause that's bigger than yourself, and you're making a difference in the world, that will drive companies more than anything else, more than money, more than what's in it for them, more than what's in it for the company. But when they're involved in something that's bigger, when they're making a difference, and the same thing is true with your family. Does your family understand what is bigger? Does their family understand what you're all about and where you're going? Can you involve them in traditions and rituals that will sink roots deep and draw them to you multi-generationally? Would you be willing to share some of your traditions that you're doing with your family, some of the traditions that maybe you're doing in your company? I would love to hear them, and I'd love to be able to share them. So have a great week. Make it a great week. Make it a grateful and glad week. I look forward to talking to you next Monday. Bye-bye.